Hey there, Betty Locum23 here, and this is a video that is going to go extensively into iShowSpeed, a deep dive into this creator. He currently sits at 7 million subscribers and is currently being held accountable for some things that he said while streaming, while being a content creator. And that is what we're supposed to be doing, right? Holding people accountable for things that they do and say and whatnot. Especially your fellow man, but especially content creators with such influence. So I'm going to be presenting all the evidence to you here without any of the middlemen, and I want you, by the end of this video, to make a informed opinion decision yourself. So before we get into that, I want you to know that I deep dived into this person all the way back to the beginning of their content and everything else, and I'm just going to show you the evidence here. I'm going to show you some prior evidence, and we're just going to go with it, and it's up to you guys. By the way, warning, there is going to be very strong language from this person.
Fuck, man! Yo, man, dog, man. Come on, bruh.
Man, you gotta hit those shots, man.
Man, shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Who's you talking to, bro? Shut your nerd ass up, bro. I know how to play this game. Shut up, monkey. Shut up. Shut your bitch ass up. Alright? Alright?
You're at the bar.
Alright?
Calm down.
Damn, bro, shut up, bro. I know how to play this game. I'm not a noob, alright? God
Obviously
damn.
you don't know how to play the fucking game.
What?
Suck ass.
What, bitch? Bitch? Is a bitch talking to me? Is a female talking to me? Am I, no, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Oh, wait, time out. Is a female talking to me right now? Is a fucking female talking to me? Get off the fucking game and do your husband dishes, bitch. Shut up. Fuck you. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop talking to me like that, nigga. Fuck is wrong with y'all, dog? I'm not one of these little lame ass Valorant nerds, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all? Now fucking suck.
Spike down mid.
Oh, wait. I got the spike.
Fucking nerds on my fucking team. I'm like, bitch, like, who the fuck is you talking to, bitch? Fuck is wrong with you? Go do your like, damn.
Last player standing.
Fuck out of here. Ass. Y'all are pure ass. Y'all are ass. Y'all are ass. Y'all are.
Oh boy, is that a lot to digest. So just going off of that clip alone, there are numerous amounts of things that you need to digest. I'm sure you're sitting here going, holy crap. But let's get to it. Pretty much, Riot Games, the creators of Valorant and everything else, have banned him not just for Valorant, but all games associated with his account that he can ever play. I'm sure he could go make a new account and whatnot, but the minute they find out, they are going to ban him as well on that account because it's a perma. There is no getting undone. He broke the guidelines set by Riot Games and everything else. And so basically, Jake Lucky, a content creator, esports, big person in the industry, decided to put that clip up on the internet and let people decide. Lester, the global head of gaming creators, because this clip happened while he is currently maining the platform, that basically they're going to handle it in-house. Who knows what they'll possibly do, if anything. I'm gonna be honest. If you look at creators all the way from Ninja to God knows who else, his wife, everything else, these are people who have not been really held accountable for things that have come out of their mouth, right? So a lot of people are trying to defend him and say that this clip came before that, so there was a lot of instigation and everything else. But the thing is he's wearing a completely different shirt. This stream happened on a completely different day, but this is something that did in fact happen to him. Let's roll it.
How to heal in the game.
Just heal like a woman.
Only the white characters can heal.
Yeah, only the white characters can heal. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo.
Now, discrediting the fact that, those players said those things to him and everything else, that was taken out of context. Again, different shirt, different day, etc. Let's go ahead and see everything in full context now.
Yep.
You just called me a simp? Alright. By the way, how old are you, shorty? You fucking suck. Yo, get off this fucking game, bro. God damn. That's why I can't stand it.
Oh God,
you fucking
brother.
shitty.
Word up.
God. You so fucking ass.
Oh God. Like, get off the game, bro.
Last player
Oh
standing.
my god, we got a bro. I can't. Yo, we got a bitch on our team. Come on, team, carry this fucking shitty female. She fucking sucks. God damn. Yo, bro,
Yeah,
lead the
guys,
match. Lead the match. Oh god, lead the
we
match.
need to-
Lead the match. Lead the
Yeah,
match.
we-
Lead the
yeah.
match. Lead the match. We don't need you.
On-
You suck. Lead the
on
match.
God.
Lead the match, bro. Lead the fucking match, bro. Lead the match, bro. Please, yes. Yes, leave. Leave the fucking match. We don't need you. I can't stand playing with shitty females like you. Leave the fucking match. Lead the match. Lead the match. Leave. I can't fucking stand shitty fucking females like you that think they fucking good at games. Take your ass to goddamn fucking Sims Club or some shit. Get the fuck off Valorant. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yo, I heard there's a woman in this game. That shit needs to stop.
Exactly.
I know,
Say it
right?
again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Leave. Leave the fucking match, woman. Ain't nobody wants you here. Leave the match, woman. Nobody wants you. Fuck, bro. Do you not fucking understand that?
Got him.
How
Last
do you
player
not die
standing.
from that, bro? Oh my god, bro. How do you not die from that, bro? Yo, bro. And I, bro. Alright, y'all, let's lock in, bro.
As you can tell, there's very much a history here. But wait, there's more. Again, we're deep diving. We're going back in time, but the red shirt actually recently just happened after the fact of what he is literally being scrutinized for and criticized for.
Say if we the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids. No,
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
I will.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Gee,
You're not stopping me. If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Yeah. Come on.
Pretty much this is what got him permanently banned after several warnings from Twitch that got him permanently banned because of breaking guidelines there as well. Every time and everywhere iShowSpeed goes, he breaks guidelines. He pushes the envelope. And people like Keemstar, Asmongold, and a lot of other people that I just sit here and I get it. This is your opinion on the situation. But there's only so much that you can look at and say, this is tolerable. This is, by the way, what blew him up and got him from a measly follower base to he got banned off of Twitch. A lot of people commented all about this. A lot of people said, see, this is what makes females uncomfortable. This is a man trying to push himself on a female. And a lot of people, I'm sure, who have been in that position where a person is like, yo, I'm a man, I'm going to do what I want, can certainly feel very uncomfortable in this situation and everything that just happened. This is a person who has remained unstoppable, has continued to get millions upon millions of subscribers because of this persona, as Keemstar calls it, as other people call it as well. This is a persona, this is a skit, this is a personality that is supposed to be satire. And then I'm just reminded of when Pewds did his satire thing and the New York Times literally took things out of context and caused the worst time throughout YouTube, the strictest guidelines throughout YouTube history, and everything else that happened in YouTube. Then Pewds, a few months down the road, was just chilling and said one word that was bad, but said one word. The same thing that happened with Ninja, his wife, and God knows how many other content creators that never actually got punished, ever. But Pewds said it, and ended up losing contracts, million-dollar deals, and everything else. And this is an individual that, so far, you've seen these clips. You know, imagine if there was a creator at the beginning of that clip, the first one, who was to call other people monkey, who was to call other people all these other things that he did in his clip. Basically, the internet wouldn't be divided right now. The internet would be on fire. There would be tiki torches in the streets, pitchforks out, and someone going to be taken down for that being said. But because this is a person that, and I quote someone who has 2,000 likes and is defending him currently, he's putting white people in their place. And I'm sitting here going, really? Now, later today, he put out an apology post, and I want you to watch it.
What's good, everybody? It's a clip, that I seen, that's going crazy right now. Me between the altercation with a girl, and I was playing Valorant. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say some, like a few things from that situation. You know what I'm saying? But that day, I wasn't having a good day. I was getting a lot of racist text-to-speech donations. A lot of people, talking about my dead aunt that's in the grave right now. But look, I don't want to make that no excuse. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to justify. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that day, I just don't bash on people for no reason. That's where I'm coming from that, statement I just said. But, I'm completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was completely wrong in that situation right there. I can't say anything to justify that situation right there. But that clip is from months ago, and I changed from that, and I grew. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I'm very young. For every situation I grow, and I change, and I got to become a better person. That is not me no more. That is not me. And I grow from that situation. That's come from the bottom of my heart. That is not me. And hopefully I can, really, see like the genuine in me. You know what I'm saying? I apologize from that girl. I apologize if that girl was to hit me up and say anything. I would love to hear her out. You know what I'm saying? But, I apologize. That's not me. That clip is from months ago. I'm sorry, man. Peace out.
So here's the thing is, great apology video, I suppose. Here's the thing is, in that video is very much, well, it's called Narcissistic Behavior. Where in the video it's someone else. This was happening. Well, this was happening. And let me tell you something. That's no excuse. I've heard it all in the time that I've been on this planet, let alone been a content creator, streamer, in esports, pro sports, and everything else. And I've got to hear it all from these content creators. They get hot under the collar. It's weirdly a thing. They get hot under the collar, and I just didn't know what I was saying. I'm sorry. And the thing is he's 17 going on 18 years old. He is old enough right now to serve his country. He is old enough to make decisions that are life and death. So this he's a kid excuse just does not work, especially because he's something, he's an age where it's something that is just, no, it doesn't fly anymore, right? It's something that's been reiterated by Keemstar. It's something that's been reiterated, and then he just ran with it. Like, yeah, I'm a kid. I'm young. I learned from this. And yet, December 2021, December 21st, no less, basically popped off on that girl and basically said he was going to force himself on her. A couple weeks later, that clip that he is now being held accountable for popped off. The one with the red shirt popped off. And this is constant behavior. If you do a deep dive there, I would be here for hours showing you all the footage that I was able to find with all the clips of this being a constant behavior. 5 years of it. Stop excusing it. Yes, I'm a content creator. This is my platform. Okay? We have a purpose that you can either choose to do and you can choose to ignore, like Ninja. I ain't here to teach your kids right from wrong. I ain't here to do all this. Okay, that's fine. But if you were going out and you were showing this kind of behavior and you were generating a following, and I'm not saying all of his people that are watching him are this way, but if you are generating a following, if you are generating a defender base of people who are very weak character, they have no strength, and the whole 9 yards, and they are okay with all this behavior that this individual blew up from, keep that in mind. He blew up from saying those things to a girl. He blew up from these clips, these highlights, and everything else. And this is a track record of months and years of this same behavior from this same individual. So the apology just doesn't flow. We always issue these apologies as celebrities, as content creators, as anybody who has any influence whatsoever. You always issue these apologies after you've been caught, after you've been, like, booked, you've been arrested, the handcuffs are on you, you did something wrong, the world's holding you accountable, the whole 9 yards. After the fact, there's the apology. Because everybody goes, well, why would you issue an apology before that? I don't know your conscience. It's a word that quickly people forget about. It's a conscience. And right now, race is being brought into it. And this is the thing that tilts the shit out of me, because you look at Pewds and he was held accountable, rightfully so. Caused 2 ad apocalypses on the platform. He caused himself to lose his Disney deal, his YouTube Originals deal. He lost millions upon millions of dollars, lost tons of people too, and tons of people held him accountable over his old satire content and one bad race word. I just want to reply back to that about black, since we're making this about creators. They can't make it. They can't make it. If any of these content creators, imagine Marcus Brownlee saying what he said. Imagine any of these content creators doing and saying what he said. They would not have the platforms that they have. They would not have the followerships that they have. And again, this list continues on and on and on again. How about uncomfortable conversations with a black man? Could you imagine him saying the things that were said? Could you imagine? And there's a lot of videos and a lot of content creators on here that aren't on here, by the way. And I just want to close with this. This is a person who continues to grow even right now. For making... just making a point if he would force himself on a woman. Who's going to stop me? Again, I'm sure that made females who have gone through that, literally and figuratively, uncomfortable. The excuse, I had a bad day. Yeah, no, many women and many men have heard that too. They just had a bad day, and they continue in those relationships, don't they? They just had a bad day. It's okay. Well, you're defending them. No, they just had a bad day. We all have bad days. I've had a hell of a ton of bad days, fam. And guess what? If I was to sit here and talk about some of the bad things that I've gone through, your mouths... your jaws would just be wide open. They'd be on the floor if I was to sit here and talk about the bad days that I've gone through. Like the bad day of being told I was going to die, and I still am due to an incurable disease. Bad day was every day as a child. I had someone do something horrible to me and ruin my innocence. Bad days were literally... I could keep going if you'd like. Bad days, and yet I've devoted my life to holding people accountable and saying, no, bad days isn't acceptable. This whole he's 17 years old isn't acceptable. This is something that he has done for months, if not years, and we need to hold him accountable. But what to do with him? Well, Twitch did their part in December when he told a woman he was going to force himself on her. What do you think people should do? Right now, he's on YouTube. He's on this platform. He's on other platforms as well. And these things are being said and done daily on this platform by this individual. So what do you think should be done? Because where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? What age do we draw the line? If he was 18, if he was 20, would we draw a line there and go, well, he's not a kid anymore. He's a man. Where do we draw the line? I'm serious. I'm asking you all this. The whole purpose of this is to hold someone accountable and let you guys decide. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? That's the purpose of this video. But I have made my decision. I have made my opinion poignantly clear. This is unacceptable behavior, and this is unfortunately the culture that is being permeated and allowed to grow on YouTube as a platform. Let's be honest. Negative content on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, on every single platform has allowed to be grown every single second of every single day, because all of it gets views. It lines the pocket of CEOs. It lines the pocket of these people on these platforms. So I'm just going to end with this. Be kind to one another. Do better and be better. I don't know, maybe this kid, if he wants to sit down and talk with me, I'll be glad to sit down and talk with him. It sounds like this kid needs a mentor. So a lot of you big, older content creators out there, maybe you need to sit down and say, listen, you got something great going on right now. You got something great. 7 million people are influenced by you. Make a difference. Make a good one. Change 7 million people's lives. Change it for the better. You want all this BS to go away? You want people to respect you? You want all the... Make a difference. You can still be entertaining and make a difference, a positive difference. And that's what we need to turn around. Right now, the world is a crappy place, and we don't need more of this. And honestly, before I end this, I think gaming itself needs a huge overhaul. You don't have a lot of this happen in a lot of other genres in games. You have this typically happen in a lot of first-person games, where it's okay? We can't really say certain words because YouTube. I've had to be very careful about some of the words we play on YouTube or say. Because, yeah, no, YouTube hits you hard. But with that being said, there's a huge problem on these platforms. There's a huge problem being permitted. In Call of Duty, they just say, hey, you know what? Just mute the person. Or there's a lot of women who, let me be honest right now, there's a lot of men and women who say that they are very uncomfortable talking on VoIP, on basically in-game comms, because they have these people that do exactly like this. And let me be honest, in these clips that you watched, he would start a fight with a guy, and as soon as he heard a female voice, he targeted her and went ham. He went aggressive on her. He completely ignored the guy in the room, because this is basically a person that if you have two opponents, one is a male and one is a female, you're going to go for the weaker one. This is human nature. I know a lot of women are going to sit there and be really uncomfortable with that, but that is human nature. Talk to any psychologist about it. Typically human nature, even in the animal kingdom, the animals go for the weakest of all. So you got a guy there who, basically was, telling him, hey man, make your shots count, yada, yada, yada. And the minute he heard the girl's voice, you couldn't even hear what she said. The minute he heard her voice, he went for her. It was like throwing a punch at a dude and then swiveling and hitting the girl. Like, that was what it was to me. Like, dude, hey, finish the guy off before you jump on the girl at the very least. Like, and also, hey, my best advice to you, man, if you're listening, if you care, words don't mean shit. I've been in competitive esports. I've been in competitive gaming. I've been doing gaming twice as long as you've been alive, my friend. And you need to learn this shit don't make a difference. And people want to talk about race. I'm going to go ahead and end this with this. I was taught by Miss Di, a black teacher. And she said those exact words to me. She goes, someone makes fun of you, you laugh. She goes, someone targets someone you love, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whoever, you laugh. She goes, because they're words. They shouldn't be able to do real damage to you whatsoever. And she made a huge impact on my life. Soon as we stop making gender, orientation, race, and everything else irrelevant, we can move on to more important things. Let's make that change. Because this whole excuse thing, don't fly with me. So hopefully this has been enlightening. Hopefully this person can get some help. But unfortunately, I mean, he's saying he's grown from it, yet after deep diving through months, if not years of content, and seeing what's all available on Reddit and other places of the highlights and clips where his behavior has continued, I think at this point he needs a bigger intervention than just, I don't know, being banned from Valorant and some Riot Games. I think this person needs a bigger intervention. And there's a lot bigger men in this world who got a lot more influence that need to kind of stand up and say it. Thanks for watching. Peace out.